Okay, I'm going to do the outline of the face. Now obviously everyone's face is a different shape, and eventually your hair may come down and cover some of the outline of your face, but for now we're just going to draw in a basic kind of egg shape, if you like, for the outline, and then we can always rub bits out at a later stage when your hair is put onto this portrait. Now we're going to start off on the sides. We're going to draw downwards to meet up with the chin. Now you may have some markings already from the corners of the eyes outwards to denote where the edge of the face is. I've got mine marked out here and here. Okay, and you may also have a measurement for where the chin is going to be. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to give you some guidelines, things to look for whilst you're looking in the mirror as usual. Okay. Now the face itself has a tendency to come down and come inward slightly. Now if I was to put a pencil there as a straight line, okay, like so, you'll see that the actual angle of the face does come down and come inwards, and it comes inwards ever so slightly until it gets to about the mouth level, yeah, like so. Now the trick is then to try and match this up on the opposite side. Now some of you may find that there's a cheekbone sticking out slightly there, so you may want to draw that in as well. Okay, but this comes down the same way as the other side. Okay, fairly symmetrical until it gets to the mouth level. Then the jawline changes shape, and this time it comes in a lot more. Okay, it comes in a lot steeper, and here we've got obviously the chin, and this will kind of meet up with those lines there. Now you can draw these in very lightly. Any mistakes, just rub them out and have another go. Once that's done, we are going to do the top part of the head. Now this is just the forehead we're doing. We're not doing the right, we're not going all the way to the top of the head, we're just doing the forehead. And again, if I was to place a pencil there, okay, this line's going to come up and it's going to come inward slightly. So we're heading for that kind of egg shape that we want, which is the human head is kind of that shape. So if I just move that out of the way, and again, coming up, this will come in maybe ever so slightly. If you've got long hair, you may have to just, for now, or you've got a fringe, you may have to pull up your hair just to look for the shape, because you can just lightly draw this in. I'm going to start on the other side. Goes up fairly straight, comes in ever so slightly, keeps going up, and then at the last moment it sort of comes round, curves to meet the top of the forehead. Now you may have a mark there as well already to show where the top of the forehead is. Okay, and that comes around like so. Now it may not be exactly equal on both sides, because nobody has a perfectly symmetrical face, so don't worry too much if there are slight differences. Now what goes wrong when doing this? Well, people make their jawline too square. They might make their chin a bit too pointy, or they may from here make their forehead come in too soon, so, or they might make their forehead too square. Okay, so they're the things to watch out for whilst you're doing your own. So have a go now and see if you can get that correct.